if you're watching this right now in 2026, there is a really good chance you are about to make one of the most expensive mistakes of your entire life, and you don't even know it yet. The average home price in America just crossed $428,000, according to the latest data from the National Association of Realtors. $428,000. That number is absolutely insane, and it is not coming down anytime soon. Most people have absolutely no idea what they can actually afford without being house poor for the next 30 years and ending up stressed every single month when that mortgage payment hits their bank account. Today I'm going to break it all down by your exact salary, whether you make $50,000, $75,000, $100,000, or even $150,000 or more, using the one simple rule that actually works in 2026. I'm going to show you exactly how much house you can buy without destroying your finances and without feeling trapped for decades. Stick with me for the next 19 minutes, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly how much house you can afford, and you might even save yourself $50,000 or $100,000 or more in the long run. The housing market in 2026 is still pretty crazy, even though interest rates came down a little bit from the peak last year. Right now, the median home price across the United States is sitting at $428,000. In many big cities, it is even higher, with places like California and New York averaging over $600,000. Mortgage rates are hovering around 5.9% for a 30-year fixed loan. That means the monthly payment on an average house is over $2,300 before you even add property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. And here is the part that really scares me the most. Millions of Americans are getting approved for way more house than they can comfortably afford. Banks will let you go up to 43% of your income on housing, but that is exactly how people end up stressed, broke, and trapped in a house they can't really afford. I see it all the time with friends and family members who bought too much house, and now they are living paycheck to paycheck just to keep the roof over their heads. Understanding what you can really afford is the difference between feeling in control of your money and feeling completely overwhelmed by your mortgage payment every single month. So what is the one rule that actually works in 2026, no matter what salary you make? It is called the 28% rule, and smart people have been using some version of it for years because it keeps you out of trouble. Here is exactly how it works. Your total housing costs every month, including the mortgage payment, plus property taxes, plus insurance, plus maintenance, should never exceed 28% of your gross monthly income. 28% maximum. Not 35, not 40, just 28. Why does this rule still work so well even in 2026? Because when you go above 28%, you start sacrificing everything else in your life. You can't save for retirement. You can't go on vacations. You can't build an emergency fund. And you definitely can't enjoy the house you're paying for. The banks will try to push you higher because they make more money when you borrow more. But you have to stay disciplined. The 28% rule keeps you honest and keeps your money in your pocket where it belongs, instead of going to a house that's too expensive. The real estate agent will always try to show you bigger and nicer houses, saying you can afford it. But that is how people end up in financial trouble. The 28% rule protects you from that trap and helps you build real wealth instead of just looking successful on the outside. Let us make this super practical. I'm going to walk through exactly how much house you can afford based on different salaries using the 28% rule with current mortgage rates around 5.9% and realistic taxes and insurance estimates. Let us start with someone making $50,000 a year. That is about $4,167 gross per month. 28% of that is $1,167 maximum for all housing costs combined. With current rates and 20% down, you can realistically afford a house around $220,000 to $240,000. That means a nice 3-bedroom home in a more affordable area or a smaller condo. Anything more than that, and you are going to be stretching your budget too thin every single month. Next up, $75,000 salary. That is $6,250 gross per month. 28% gives you $1,750 for housing. You can go up to $330,000 to $360,000 total price. This is where you can start looking at nicer homes in good neighborhoods, but you still stay away from anything luxury or brand new with all the upgrades. $100,000 salary, $8,333 gross per month. 28% is $2,333. Now you are in the $420,000 to $460,000 range. You can get a really nice 4-bedroom house in many parts of the country. But here is the trap a lot of people making $100K fall into. They think because they make good money, they can stretch to $600,000. Do not do it. The rich people I know who stay rich still buy houses in this range even when they can afford more. $125,000 salary, $10,417 gross per month. 28% is $2,917. You can comfortably look at $520,000 to $570,000. This is the danger zone, because the real estate agent starts showing you the bigger house with the fancy kitchen. Stay disciplined. $150,000 salary or more, $12,500 gross. 28% is $3,500. You can go up to $600,000 to $680,000 if you really want something nicer. But even at this level, a lot of high earners still buy below their maximum because they know how much money they save on interest and stress. Let me tell you a quick story that happened to a friend of mine last year. He was making $110,000, and he fell in love with a $650,000 house. The real estate agent said you can afford it, and the bank approved him for the loan. He ignored the 28% rule and went for it. 6 months later, property taxes went up, insurance increased, and suddenly, he was paying almost $3,800 a month total. He had to cancel family vacations. He couldn't save anything for retirement, and he was stressed every single day. He told me later that if he had just followed the rule, he would have bought a $450,000 house and had an extra $1,000 every month to invest. That is the real cost of ignoring these numbers. Another common trap in 2026 is stretching your budget for the dream house. People see their friends or coworkers in bigger homes, and they think, after all my hard work, I deserve this. The truth is, you deserve financial peace more than you deserve granite countertops and a 3-car garage. The winners in 2026 are buying houses that are comfortable, but not maximum. They negotiate hard on price. They get pre-approved from multiple lenders before they even start looking. They always factor in real costs like property taxes, which can be $300 to $600 extra per month, and maintenance, which adds another 1% of the home value every year. And they always run the full 28% numbers before they sign anything. So what should you actually do right now if you are in the market for a house? First, sit down and calculate your exact 28% number. Take your monthly gross income and multiply it by 0.28. That is your maximum total housing budget every month. Write it down on your phone. Next, decide if you really need a big house, or if a smaller one, or even a townhouse will do the job. In 2026, with remote work becoming more common, you also have to think about location versus size. A smaller house in a better area might be smarter than a big house far from everything. When you go to look at houses, bring your own financing pre-approval. Tell the real estate agent up front what your budget is, and do not let them move you. Visit the house you can actually afford, not the one they want to sell you. And if the numbers do not work, walk away. There will always be another house. The market is full of options right now. One more bonus tip for 2026. If your current place is affordable and you like it, consider staying there for another year or two. The money you save on payments can go straight into high-yield savings or your retirement, and that compounds way faster than any fancy kitchen upgrade ever will. Let me leave you with this. Buying a house is one of the biggest purchases most people make, And doing it right can literally change your financial life over the next 10 or 20 years. Following the 28% rule is not about being cheap, it is about being smart. So you can afford the things that actually matter, like vacations, time with family, and real wealth that grows over time. The people who look successful with the big, expensive house are often the ones stressing every month. The people who stay wealthy are the ones who buy what they can actually afford and invest the difference. So here is your simple action plan for today. Calculate your 28% number. Screenshot the salary examples from this video and keep them on your phone. Drop your salary and what house price you are thinking about buying in the comments below. I read every single comment and I love helping people figure this out. If this video helped you or made you rethink that dream house, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because we are doing the Net Worth by Age in 2026 video next week, and you do not want to miss it. This video is for entertainment and education purposes only. It is not personal financial advice. Your situation is unique, so please talk to a licensed financial advisor or do your own research before making any big purchase. Thanks for watching, family. I will see you in the next video. Take care and make smart money moves.